The Latrobe Football Club. Established in 1881, a club full of history. Just think of some of the people that have passed through this club over the 144 years. Committee members, coaches, life members, players and volunteers. Every single one of these people have had a story to tell. Families that have formed the foundation of this great club. Names like Jones, Anthony, Maney, Broomhall, Jaffray and Parker. Players including Warren Smith, Coventry, Fox, Harris, Hickman, Gillard, Dixon, Butler. And more recently, Matthew Stevenson, Holland, Jeffrey, Adam Stevenson and Woodcock. And of course, the greatest of them all. G'day, Doc. This club has been the heartbeat of the town from the beginning. Everyone that has been involved has played their part. The town identifies with the club's success. Sure, we have had our fair share of hard times, but it builds character, it gives strength, and it forms friendships. We don't wear red and blue, we bleed it. This is Latrobe, and this is our story.
You never needed to ask that. Bloody Devonport.
Oh, yeah, bloody Devonport. Ah, shack. We interrupt this marriage to bring this football season, so I've still got that.
A club like this, it invokes great passion.
Toxic. You just hear the people kick the bloody ball.
He's doing the, I reckon another dozen as we go.
Welcome to our first episode of the history of the Latrobe Football Club. Founded in 1881, the club was inducted as a great club into the Tasmanian Football Hall of Fame in 2013. In this episode, we will meet and hear from many of the club's great players, their memories and reflections of success, tough times, and love of the Demons. This is their story.
We had a big paddock just across from our house.
Yeah.
We kicked from end to end like so many kids done back then in the paddock somewhere, and we loved it.
Yeah.
We kicked from end to end and flying, taking speckage and on for hours.
Well, we started from when my brother Bill was playing. I used to come and watch him. I'd be about 10 and I think about 7 or something like that. And I thought he was the best player I've ever seen, which he was.
Played at Sheffield, as you say, and then Kevin Parker was the coach at the time, and I was only 16, and he suggested I might be better off playing down at Latrobe in the under-19s, where his brother Pluto, or Dudley, as he's more correctly known, was coaching at the time. So I took his advice, came down and spent the rest of the year playing under-19s. I think I played probably the next year as well. Most of the time, though, back then we were playing under-19s and then doubling up in the 2s.
Well, I started here, I suppose we could say, go back to when I started playing under-15 football. Went on to under-19s and then played a few seconds games, and that was about me finished as far as on playing.
My father played here at Latrobe, and then I played in an under-16 team here made up of local blokes just around the town here. And we had success. We won the premiership in this Eastern Division. And we played the winner of the Western Division, Marist College, at Penguin, and we actually beat them. So, and that sort of got me a bit excited about winning premiership. So I thought how great it is, and all I ever wanted to do was really play in a winning premiership at Latrobe, really. That's all I wanted to do.
People just loved it. We used to pack these stands out up there. You'd hear the banging and rattling when we kicked the goal,
Coming in 69, played under 19s for a couple of years in the reserves. Then I went to the country, to Elizabethtown, where I was up there for a fair while. And come back here again in 85 when my eldest son, started playing under 17s.
Just the history of our club is that with me dad playing here, as well as mum being very playing a big role in the ladies committee and that type of thing, and mum, as we was kids growing up, dad had his footy career going, and mum started under the mini league, and then she started under 17s in our town, which we never had, and so mum and dad were a big part of this club, and we kind of just followed through with it type of thing.
We both went to school at Sheffield High. Steve, I was a year above me at school. Someone that I probably always looked up to, being a younger player than him. But yeah, we sort of followed each other. Ended up at Devonport playing under 18s. And then here, I come a year after he did to here. And then sort of just played throughout the years. He'd play 100 games, I'd play 100 games in that year. He'd play 150, I'd play 150, and so on and so forth.
My journey started back in 1974, when I finished high school. Come straight down here, played under 19s, and I think I finished in 91. Played a few senior games and a lot of reserves games. Came here as a bit of a forward. I think I was. Played the forward line at high school. Lasted about 2 games. Went straight to full back. Never left.
John, I might start with you because you're a very important person to this football club. You're the longest living life member. Back in 1970.
When we won the state final.
Yeah. What's your earliest memories of?
1944.
Right. Tell us about.
I came here. We shifted here from up the bush a bit after, and I came here with John Beveridge and Dave Pearce was the coach. Both of them coaching Latrobe straight after one, trying to get his team together. Then they got Bill Hooper from Melbourne, I think he was, and then George Smeaton from Richmond. Those people were all townspeople and happy to play and get going again. It was marvellous.
Dad played with Baldock and that in that era, and Doc only just lived probably 5 minutes down the road from us, so I had a fair bit to do with him outside of the football club, and he sort of always said, when you come to Latrobe and once you start playing, and
Latrobe Football Club, that's, for me it was everything. As I said, when I played in the representatives game, I was a bit mean because I didn't want to get injured, because I wanted to play with Latrobe. It meant more playing for Latrobe than did when we represented games. So,
living across the road, only 30 metres away from the main gate. As a kid, footy was on me. Parents my old man used to play here, and my mother was, and the rest of the family, they're the Anthonys, I guess. They were all here. So I pretty much grew up here. I was a baby here, and then once I was old enough to walk, I guess, I nearly snuck across to the ground whenever I could.
Stayed here at Latrobe until Wayne, he went to Devonport to play statewide football, and so I followed not long after, and we had a few years at Devonport, but we wouldn't play sort of in the same competition, against Latrobe, but it was statewide and it was, a bit better football, so we went and sort of tried that for 4 or 5 years, and then we come back to Latrobe.
Adam Stevenson, also life member of the Latrobe Footy Club, because you played over the 200 games. What are some of your great memories of being a part of this club?
Oh, obviously, I played for probably 20 odd years here, and it wasn't until the back end of my career that we actually had some success. We used to cop fair hiding in the early days when we were first here. But yeah, just the mateship, and the partner, she's also a life member here as well, so that was a great year as well, that one. So in the end, obviously life members means a huge deal to us, yeah. Just the people we've met through the club here. Some of the people you meet through here is how you actually get a job and stuff like that these days. Like, you know, you get a lot through the footy club, and now our kids are coming through there as well. My son's playing in under 16s at the moment.
I'm like Smithy, I probably wasn't the skilled player out there or whatever, but had to sort of train hard. I was a sort of bugger of a kid early on because I didn't like training, but to sort of play senior football at Latrobe, sort of, you had to do a 4-year apprenticeship, you know, in the under 18s and work your way into the seniors, and then you had to fight to keep your spot.
When I left school, we had East Devonport come around and seen us, and I actually went there to East Devonport for, I think I had 3 years at East and played a few senior games there, and then I just thought, no, I need to be at Latrobe, and I finished, I think, 89 at East Devonport and then come straight to Latrobe.
He took my mum and dad to the football, and after it was all over, everything, I was still sitting up in the grass.
Well, you just left.
If I could forgot to go.
Full of excitement, I said, right, yeah, left him in the stand.
Goodness me.
Oh yeah, I wasn't very happy.
I bet they weren't very good being left behind.